So when it comes to an actual press release format, it's basically a 5-step format to write a press release. Very, very simple. In a similar way to almost writing a sales letter, because again, that's all this is. It's a sales letter to the journalists. So the first thing, like any good sales letter, it needs a headline. Like any good web page, it needs a headline. Something catchy. You know, 7-way, like the headline could be, you know, how would I word this nicely without saying too seedy? Excessive sex helps Tiger Woods win golf tournaments. And that's a pretty explosive headline. When I sold the MCG, when we both sold the MCG, my press release headline was 21-year-old sells the MCG for under $500. What the hell is that? When I still mention it, people go, tell me the story. It's an opener. People gets their attention. So you just got to figure out what the attention is. 3 quick tips of or 3 quick home methods of fixing your golf shoe to increase your swing, whatever that one was we were looking at before. That's going to get the attention of a journalist at a golf magazine. So you want to have that headline. Then you want an introductory or intro paragraph, which is simply one paragraph summarising the whole project. Let me actually grab the press release that I actually did for the MCG as an example. Where is it? Yeah. So the actual headline, 21-year-old sells MCG for under $500. The intro paragraph. A 21-year-old sports fanatic and AFL member is now selling the MCG to the widespread public in pieces. He's giving the public a chance to own part of the Australian sporting history, which is set to disappear after this year's AFL Grand Final, when the rest of the MCC pavilion is set to be demolished. One paragraph pretty much tells the story. Enough to go, okay, this is kind of making sense, I'm keen to read more. So all your intro paragraph has to be is a way to actually give the journalist an idea of what the story is going to be about. What are you trying to do? So the intro paragraph is, local Melbourne physiotherapist has treated 3,000 clients and found that particularly golfers who have a lot of sex find they actually increase their score by, or they drop their handicap by 3 points. I don't know. But they, you can sort of get creative with that sort of stuff. Yeah, they score better, exactly. Then what you want to do is, because you're pitching yourself as an interview, you're trying to get yourself to the journalist to go, actually, I want to talk to this person, I want to interview them. Give them a quote. Show them implicitly, or even explicitly almost, that, hey, I'm willing to get interviewed here. I can give a good soundbite. Because what a soundbite is when you sort of see those news clips on the news stations or whatever it might be, or even in a newspaper, all they're going to show you is 2 or 3 sentences. They're not going to actually print the whole interview word for word. They're going to write a story around it and then just put soundbites in there. So what you want to do is give a really juicy soundbite in that actual quote. So it actually looks like, yes, I can give good soundbites, I give good interview, and I actually want to be interviewed. So in this example, you might go again is, well, almost what I said before could actually be the quote. You know, it sounds strange, but yeah, like a golfer came in last week and he said, you know, he every night before he has a round of golf, he finds someone to have a good night with. I don't know, but it's just a quick soundbite that you can actually give that actually talks about that particular space. Then you want to do it then is give some credentials of why should you be interviewed? Why are you credible? Why are you worthy of actually being interviewed and speaking about this topic? What makes you an expert? 15-year experience serving over 3,000 physio clients. Internationally qualified ISO consultant. If you're talking about, let's think of some other examples. Let's talk about, if you're talking about how bad the food is at McDonald's, consumer. That's a credential. A consumer, someone who eats food is enough as a credential in a particular story. It doesn't have to be anything licensed or anything from a particular university or Harvard or anything like that. Just being a user of the particular topic you're talking about is enough. That's enough as a credential. And then like any good sales letter, any good website that we've mentioned numerous times today, you want to give a call to action. For further information or for interviews, please call Pete directly on 0418 blah, 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 blah. Tell a journalist what to do. They're like everybody else. They just want to be told and led, and this is what you have to do. And they'll go, oh, okay. Because remember that they've got deadlines. They've got so much other stuff to do. And if you can make their life easier and you can give them a story on a silver platter, show them that you are a good interview, show them that you know what you're doing, it's going to make their life a lot easier. And of course they're going to want to deal with you because you make their life easier. Like anything, if you're trying to sell something, if I can sell you and say, by using this product, I'm going to make your life easier, you're going to buy from me. And all you're doing is selling them an interview. If I can show them that I will be a good interview, I will give you a great story, I'll almost write it for you, easy, foot in the door straight away.